people are still good. Ooh. Maybe buy a little bit. Okay. Just because. Oh, Eventide fell apart. They lost the planet. It decivilized altogether. I was going to go see if I could buy it and fix it. I don't know if I really want to start a planet from scratch just to give to them. Where are they going? Uncertain? Wow. All right. Yeah. I'm not a fan of the New Republic. I'll just blow their stuff up anyway. No, we'll just... We'll just go back. I really don't have the money to do anything I want to do anyway. I need a few million. What's up, day 3? Hope you're having a good one today. Whoop. Don't do that. I detest that ability. Let's see. Played this, but I do like a few RPGs. Titan Quest, Diablo in Space is my style. Okay. Yeah, this one is I would say on the hold on. Very base. Okay, that can be upgraded. Let's see, best thing I could kind of compare it to would be maybe not that. Highly moddable space version of, say, Mountain Blade in space, where instead of the armies, you're looking at ships and factions, and you choose, do you want to do your own faction? Do you want to help them? Do you want to do both? You want to do one, then the other? Whoop. Buddy, I'm here to help and y'all are just getting in the way. Like say you mess with me, you can fight the orcs yourself. I think so. This can be overwhelming at first, I admit, because it took me quite a while and the right mod to be able to learn it. I had trouble grasping a lot of things until I got a Star Wars mod for it. Since I knew that pretty well from the comics, the books, the movies, you know, especially the comics, you know, growing and the books, growing up, you know, working in comic stores and whatnot. It was just, for me, it was much easier to grasp everything with it. Please don't push the F button, Ernie. And the good thing, the modding community for this is massive, as you can see with this and the 40K and the Star Wars, and the list just goes on. Let's see. Y'all can go. Wow, the Mandalorians are going after the Quat shipyard. That's not going to end well for the Mandalorians. Oh, nice. Our operative leveled up. I'm right behind y'all. Wow, they got nuked that quick? That must have been a baby fleet. I think they were looking down on us. They probably came in from right about in here. I want to see if there's any good. What are you? What are you? All right, we're gonna watch. Mainly to see if they can knock any Covenant ships out of my patrol fleets for me. Gonna go with no. Nothing on scanner. I figured there'd be a debris field or something. Guess maybe the vultures already cleaned it up. Okay, that's ours. All right. So we're good. Ludic path I could deal with. Covenant. Are they going anywhere interesting? Raiding the bad moons. That's not interesting. I guess we could keep hitting the hegemony just because that's more fun. Extreme heat volcanic, you say? We'd need to be careful and fix that decivilized, but... Alright. Let's go hand over a governorship. Well, I do have an extra person, 2 extra slots at the moment. Hey, Curia? Food. I don't have to hand it over. Since I've got the extra slots, at least I'm making money. If I take an extreme heat planet, I'm going to be losing lots of money on it for a while. One of mine. You're up and running. This is going to cost a decent chunk. Let's go ahead and get your shield generators up and running, because that's going to make the gas angry. The Syndras. Where? That's right there. So, all right, let's go to Big Red. Nothing interesting. At least you're military. Let's hit here real quick. No, I don't need to buy a ship. Not if I'm going to do what I'm thinking about doing. I need all my money for that new heat planet. In all fairness, I technically should use the money to get one in my home system up and running. A nice fuel one. But it's hegemony, so I don't mind. What? Wow, they don't even have a station? This could... Where are you going? Get over there. You want a piece? Come get some. Oh. You're not hegemony. Let's see. Star Wars bit mostly flavor text over other game mechanics like faction names, references to better. Oh, let me try that one more time, Day 3. Let's see. Mostly flavor text over other game. Let's see. Well, I'm going to break this down. It'll be easier. Mostly flavor text over other game mechanics. No, it is a complete mod with ships, their own mechanics that, you know, the ships actually had that are very specific, and depending on when you can get some of those ships can be considered overpowered. But, you know, that's the Star Wars verse with, you know, super lasers built into certain ships and whatnot. Action names and references, but no, let's go here. No, is it F3? No. Quit. Oh, that's not an escape button. That's why that won't work. You know what I can do? I can do this. That works. Like I say, the easiest one for me to find, where's the shipyard? Because Quat made most of, there we go, drive yards, their stuff. So, I mean, it's, you know, they've got their own, you know, stuff there, you know, gravity well generators that they don't work exactly like the Star Wars verse, the gravity well generators, and this is simply, you know, the ship can't move while it has the gravity well generators moved on. It doesn't stop ships from fleeing and running away. In this one, it just makes missiles lose control and can't do anything. So it does half of what it technically should. But then, you know, you've got this that has the, you know, the built-in super laser. So I mean, they are, you know, and they do look, and the sounds are amazing. I mean, it's, you know, it's got some factions from, and the dev is, you know, still active, still doing, you know, upgrades, because the next faction that they're adding into this mod is the Yuuzhan Vong, and the devs are like, hey, I'm trying, it's coming along great, I'm just not happy with it, because the Yuuzhan Vong did not have a lot of different styles text, because they were, you know, intents and purposes at what they considered peak-ish with what was left of their system after all those wars. So, you know, the dev just likes to have some choices, and it's kind of tough. But the dev tries to make sure where everything feels like it should, you know, like having, you know, the Imperial ones have tractor beams, where the 2 has concentrate fire, where you deal more energy and fire more often because you held up for that second, just like All right. All right. Get them. And it like I said, it covers everything from, the first episodes, 1 through 3 with the CIS, and some name overhauls. Because it was, you've got the Republic and New Republic. What is it? No, they were in a couple of games, barely, but they were mainly in the comics and the books. You got the Black Sun and the Ordman, to be easier. You should be Zan Consortium. You've got the Republic, which would be classified as anything from episode 1 through Return of the Jedi. And then, the New Republic is everything post Endor. And you've got the First Order, which is the same thing. The Empire goes all the way through the first episodes to Endor, including stuff from the books, and the comics. So instead of just the Executor, you've got a few other of the Super Star Destroyers that were in the comics and in the books, but never used in the movies. Then, you've got the Chiss Ascendancy to use also. And then, like I said, they're working on the Yuuzhan Vong now. They're just not happy with that. But also at the same time, they want to do I think they said the next one they want to work on is the Imperial Warlords. And then it'd be nice if they would work on maybe some Hutt cartel stuff. Because, they did do a lot of mercenaries, but they also had their own ships. And even the Empire, even Palpatine didn't really want to mess with the cartel ships. Technically fleets. It'd be nice if they threw in, go through the comics and the books and stuff. It'd be really awesome to get some Sith Empire and maybe some Jedi stuff, back during the actual wars. What is it? Not the Galactic Trade Wars. Can't remember the name anymore. But during the original stuff. I'm actually curious, what have you got here? Wow, this is all you've got? You literally suck. This is horrible. I could literally leave this alone and this is just going to die. Yes, it's like the hyperlane stuff because they were very controlative of the paths and the lanes as they were learning them. Yeah, because the Hutts were, they did a lot of mercenaries and did a lot of stuff like that, but they paid well. But they did have their own specialized fleets that, it was made to protect their home world. It was, and they rotated out who was in charge of that fleet, which of the cartels were in charge, so that, and it had to rotate so that way no one of the groups could finagle too much power. But that was one of the things, like why they didn't go help versus certain fighting that was in their best interest. Or I think it was, I know it was during the Vaughn. I want to say something else. It's like, well, the Hutts had this massive fleet. Why didn't they send it to protect this world that I know they lost? I know for sure they lost one to the use on Vaughn. It's like, well, why didn't they send it? Because the main fleet, their rule, they have a rule that supersedes everything else. It's their rule is this fleet is meant to protect the home world because it's sacred. So if leaving to protect this world could endanger the home world, they cannot leave. It's against it's against their rules. It's like, yeah, but the planet next door is getting blown. That's their problem. I'm sorry. This one can't fall. Everything else could fall, but we can't let this one fall. I mean, and that's, that was their main rule for that fleet. It's like, well, what if we're going to die? Well, then you better die because you're not leaving as long as this planet has a chance to fall. Sorry. Them's the rules. I think we'll just invade. They have 88 militia. That's, oh, wow. Yeah, I'm not even going to bomb. I feel dirty. Wait, what? I fell to the... I didn't know the pirates were attacking. My bad. Oh, no, wait. It's previously the pirates, then it became... Okay, never mind. No, 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 no. You guys suck. I'm taking this 100 and we'll just say 170k. That's chump change. Here, you. Wait, no. Yeah, she was over Cullen. That's fine. Okay. You. That's fine. Use that. Oh, it's their mining area and it fell because of that. All right, let's get that going. Patrol HQ. No, sorry. Hey, I didn't pay the money, so that's free money to me. Upgrade that. All these are upgrading, so... we might change this. It is... Is it this? No. Gonna... I can't remember what it is I need to fix you.